This is the package for our new volunteers. All of our kits come with a finished edge rectangle made from cotton muslin, pre-cut ear loops, and an example mask that you can look at while you're sewing. That comes bagged in a kit of 20, and then this just has some sanitization, care instructions, and our contact information for the Cooperation Humboldt Mask Group. Okay, so you start off with the rectangle lengthwise and just fold over a little bit at the top for your first seam. Take one of the ear loop pieces and just tuck it in right here. You can pin it at first. After a while, you probably won't even need to do that. But I'll pin it just to be safe. Great. So that's your first piece. And they're just gonna sew this seam and trap that little ear loop in there as well at the same time. So just one, no back stitching. And so that's your first seam. Trim the ends here. The next step is to fold. I usually take about maybe 2 fingers or so, or one, and just back fold it here. So you're looking at maybe like just over 1/2 inch. And just do that again. And then I find it easiest if you press the seams to seal that little fold. It makes it a lot easier later. The last seam is like this, and it just kind of gets folded and matched. With the muslin, you can actually see through it, so it makes it a little easier to find those edges in the folds. And then again, just pressing that. You can pin these if you prefer to do that. And then just before you pin, the bottom ear loop is going to go inside this fold, so it's right at the very bottom. And you can pin that in there. See that bottom fold? You want to just tuck it in there. So now this is what your finished mask looks like, and it's just 2 more seams to go. Cut it in there and try to sew as close as you can to this finished serge edge. This part is very important when you're going over. You'll want to back stitch over that first ear loop because you don't want the ear loops to fall out in the wash. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Start at the top and make sure to back stitch over that ear loop. And one more time back stitching over that bottom loop. And we're done. Right now we're looking for volunteers, and we can really use your help. We have a shop in Sunny Brae. You don't have to have a sewing machine or even need to know how to sew in order for you to help us. We actually make these kits for our volunteers. We can use your help setting those up. And if you do know how to sew, but you don't want to work at home, you can come and work at our shop where we have isolated sewing stations within the building.